Hi everyone, Lisa Haven here. Well, I've got a report that will literally drop your jaw to the floor. Over in Scotland at the University of St. Andrews, scientists are working hardcore on a project that could literally have a contact lens implanted or covering your eye that will emit a laser beam. No joke. It's crazy technology. I'm going to show you the actual report and pictures of what this thing looks like. It glows in the dark and everything. But for starters, why is this important? Well, we all know about the book of Revelation. Christians talk about the latter days, the end times, a time of great tribulation and trouble that is to hit the earth. Well, during that time, there is this thing that will come up. It's called the mark of the beast. Many of you, I talk about it on my channel plenty of time, but it's a mark you will receive in your right hand or in your forehead. That's very clear. And no one can buy, sell, or trade without this mark. Well, could this technology that they're creating over in Scotland be utilized for the forehead portion? Absolutely. That's why it's terrifying. And I think that's why it's crucial, important, because they could use this as that technology. But don't take my word for it. Let's go straight to the university. The actual research paper, it was done on the journal called Natural Communications, and it's titled Flexible and Ultra Lightweight Polymer Membrane Lasers. You could see they have the abstract section there. You could read it for yourself. But if you go down a little bit, there's an introduction section, and I'll throw that up on the screen. But here's what it says. Here, we introduce a different organic laser that maximizes mechanically flexibility and reduces the thickness of the laser to its ultimate limit by using an architecture that comprises only the organic semiconductor and a DFB resonator, and that is fabricated by a wholly solution-based process. The resulting 200 nm thick membrane lasers were operated freestanding in air or readily transferred onto a new substrate on which direct fabrication of a laser may otherwise be impossible or impractical. Now they give examples. As an example, we show how membrane lasers that were designed to produce a well-defined and unique lasting spectrum can be used as counterfeit, resilient, barcode type security labels on banknotes. Here's another example. A laser beam was emitted from an eye, and it's a cow eye, onto which a contact lens with a membrane laser has been mounted. Due to the low threshold of our membrane laser, a similar configuration is expected to be safe to use in the human eyeball to complement biometric iris recognition. Now, here is also a chart. You can kind of see some of the demographics behind it, how it works. Now, I told you I'd show you pictures, so I'm going to toss that up as well. Here is the actual cow eyeball that they've removed from the cow, but they've implanted this laser beam on the cow, and you can see in another picture, it's actually glowing and emitting that laser. There's also another photo there where the laser has been implanted in a human fingernail, which you can also see glowing in the other picture there as well. Very, very, very interesting. But we must be leery of such things, or at least have an alert about them, because these are things and technology that could be utilized as the mark of the beast. We also have RFID chips as a possibility. These are other options, but the ultimate thing is there's many ways that it could go, but there's all a link, and there's links to it. Now, what makes this even more terrifying? Well, is the article I'm going to show you next. Now, this was put out on ibtimes.org, and it's put out May 7th of 2018, and it's titled Human Merger with Machines Will, not if, not when, or any other word, but will create a hybrid race of super gods, says a top expert. Can you imagine? Here we have a merger of man and machine, and an expert is saying that we're going to create super gods. Well, how does that play into the mark of the beast? Well, ultimately, if they have something that they can implant in your hand or forehead, which the Bible talks about, that could change your DNA or whatever to make you more godlike, how many people would be willing to take something like that and become more godlike? Seems like the very first thing that Satan was tempted with in the Garden of Eden, to become gods, which he tempted Eve with. You want to become like God. Could be something that he used at the very end. He used it in the beginning, he could use it at the end. But this is also could be what the Antichrist is. We know that the Antichrist will come and will have natural powers, big powers, doing miracles and wonders. Could he be a hybrid, if you will, a super soldier between man and machine? Well, obviously, we have the technology in place, and leading experts, multiple ones, not just one, have been warning for time and time and time again. And I've put out many alerts on my channel about that. But ultimately, that the decision of what happens in the end, well, that's only going to play out as is. In the meantime, I want to show you all the latest information, and you can make your own decision. But definitely, this is a candidate, if you will. We have people candidates. We have a hybrid candidate. We have technology that's going crazy, and all signs point to, well, an end time and an ultimate conclusion, if you will, spoken of in biblical prophecy. And as a Christian, obviously, I believe that to the core. Anyhow, I'd love to get your thoughts. Do you think it's possible? Could that be the mark of the beast, or option for the mark of the beast? Could the Antichrist be a merger between the man and machine? Well, tick-tock. Anyhow, don't forget to check out my partners at noblegoldinvestments.com. And for all you moms out there, happy Mother's Day. I hope you're having an amazing Mother's Day. I love you guys. And all the information is below. If you want to subscribe to the channel, you can do that. And Noble Gold Investments is also below. Well, I'm Lisa Haven, signing out.